Hey guys, Steve here with Scotch and Things. 100 Duramax diesel dually minivan was stupid or something. Didn't give me credit. Zara sedan, so just depends. What all? Cause you got a tactical beard. No, I've got a, and then just kind of rose through the ranks. But guess what? For that job, I quit doing. Here's now. I just trim it up. You know, my wife doesn't like it getting long. First shots, Glock 19, Gen 5. Hey guys, Steve here with Scotch and Things again. If you made it through my little intro there, I was trying some new editing stuff. Hope you liked it. Okay, Gen 5 Glock 19. So, if you watched the first part of that video, that little clip of me shooting, that I put about 300 rounds through. And since then I've put about another 350 rounds through the gun, and I'm really enjoying it. And what I figured out, if you can zoom in, I don't know if it's hard to see when I'm shooting those paper plates on the target, you can kind of see I track and I start tracking down. And what I figured I was doing was, so with my Gen 3 here, you see that finger groove right here, I rest my pinky on there and I'm fine. And what I noticed I was doing with the Gen 5, there's no groove there, and I was tightening my grip, and I'm tightening my grip, and I'm bringing that down. So that first 300 rounds, the kind of shakedown for this thing, you know, I kept dropping down. I went to the range, I shot a GSSF match with it. That was 50 rounds, did okay. I knew I was doing something different with my grip. So this last weekend I shot about another 350 rounds through it at the range, and you know, I relaxed my grip. Everybody says, oh, you know, tight with this hand. Well, what I did was I focused on not squeezing down here, squeezing that pinky, and I was able to straighten the shooting out. So enough about that. I just want to talk about the gun. If you've seen my any past videos, you know, the Gen 319, you know, has been my favorite Glock. The one Glock I would never sell, and I grab it and it still just feels like home in my hand. But I have to say, the more I shoot this thing, the more I hold it, I'm falling in love with it. I feel like I'm cheating on my Gen 3 with it, but that's okay. The same gun, newer version, they serve two different purposes now. This is going to be kind of I might turn it into the sole like home defense gun, throw a light on there or something, or I might just, I really enjoy shooting competitions with this, so I just might make it my competition gun along with my 34. The reason I bought this 19, the new Gen 5, was it's going to be solely for well, on range fun, but solely for EDC for my concealed carry. So it's just been, like I said, I've had it about a week and a half now. Absolutely, I really am enjoying it. I enjoy all the changes they made, all the ones I didn't think I'd like and was complaining about before I bought the gun, like, oh, you know, that's stupid, no, that's stupid, no finger grooves are stupid, you know, the Ambi slide stop is stupid. But truly, I'm really enjoying this gun. Glock really kind of hit it out of the park with this, and a lot of people bag on it. That hold on real quick for you babies out there. Clear. Oops, get on camera. Clear. They've really done a good job with this pistol. Sorry, God, I'm really bad at like not paying attention if I'm on screen or not. So it shoots great. It feels great. Like I said, it's a little different getting used to not having the finger grooves, but I really enjoy it. I enjoy both. You know, this just, I mean, when I grab this, it just kind of puts the pistol, I feel, where it needs to be in my hand. And this, about the same, but it's a little different. Like I said, I'm having a tendency to grip really tight on the bottom fingers and pull that down. But other than that, I really enjoy it. You know, I'm gonna go do some other videos with this, but one thing I wanted to, you know, kind of was the trigger. In my last video, I've said I don't know if it was this gun just after having over 5,000 rounds through it that the trigger was so nice, but there's a, you know, take up, hit the wall, and there's that nice crisp break, and then it's just got a nice crisp break. Where this gun, it's, a lot of people, I don't know how to describe it. It's not mushy, it's just soft, and it just kind of goes all the way through, and there's not really a wall like with this Gen 3. It's, I mean, as you pull, you definitely feel something. Where with the Gen 5, it's a lot smoother, and it's smoother through that break. It's hard to describe. There's not like a hard wall. You just get a little resistance where you know it's going to break. Then, like, there's no, with the Gen 3s and stuff, there's no, you don't come up against like a hard wall and then break. It's just soft all the way through, and it's just a little, like a little speed bump, but no, there's no hard definite break, but you know it's going to break because you hit that little speed bump. You know, the new finish is phenomenal. There's no it's not really showing holster wear. You know, I like this finish too. It gives it that two-tone look, but it's not as much as this two-tone look. So, you know, that dark, this new NLDC, whatever they call it, coating is really great. It's been really great for scratches and not marring the gun up. You get something on the gun, and I mean, literally, it just wipes away with your, you know, you can just clean the slide with your hand. It's just amazing how slick it is and how well stuff comes off of it. You know, I like having, so I don't have a Gen 4 19. I was going to get one before this came out, and I thought, well, I just skip that and go right to the Gen 5. I you know, like I said, I love my Gen 3, but I love this larger mag release. I wasn't a big fan, like I said, of the Ambi safety. You know, I'm a left-handed guy. I write left-handed, but I shoot right-handed. So, you know, this was always worked for me, and screw those guys, because I thought it would get in the way, and it doesn't really. Like I said, shot 650 rounds through it so far, and that Ambi slide stop doesn't bother me. What I don't like about it is it sticks out a little bit. You can see how it just kind of, you know, it sticks out a little further on that side than this side, which is a little weird, and even this now sticks out more than this does. I'm not sure I like that. I don't know if I can tap that a little bit and bend them in. I'm not sure why it sticks out further on one side than the other. That's goofy. It's funny, I didn't get, you know, so the big deal was when these first came out, the frame didn't match up to the slide. They didn't bevel it, and I was surprised. Everybody said that you know, the newer Gen 5s were coming with the beveled, you know, with beveled frames, and my guy at the gun shop, they just got a new batch in from their distributor, and none of them had the beveled. And this is the BGF prefix on the serial, so I think these were earlier guns anyway. But I just thought it was funny because these guys aren't like they're a, they're a blue label dealer, and they're really kind of big in the Glock world here in our area. So and they go through a lot of them, and I'm surprised this is what the last batch I got from the distributor was, these non-beveled ones. Would I have liked the beveled frame? Yeah. Does it really matter? No. It's just one of those things. I've always said I like the Glock sights. I am going to change them on this gun. Since it's going to be a carry gun, I'm kind of deciding between night vision and just the standard Glock night sights. What I did find is goofy. If you look how the sight, which I don't like, the rear sight doesn't fill in the whole frame like it does on the older sights. So that's a bit goofy, but whatever. The beveled, I've never been for or against it. It's nice. I don't mind the beveling. I didn't like that cutout at first. After shooting it, though, I don't even notice it and I don't mind it. I think I'm gonna do a top 5 things I hate and top 5 things I love about this new gun in the next day or so. But I love this grip. Like, it's on my 43, it's on my 34, but my Gen 3 guns, because I was a Gen 3 guy, it's a little slicker, and your hands get sweaty. It does start to move around a little, but this, I think Glock nailed it with this grip texture on the Gen 4s and now the Gen 5 guns. The new mags are nice. The orange follower, I like it. I don't, obviously the new floor plates, some people complain about them. I don't care. I think Glock hit it out of the park, and it's funny that a lot of people complain that Glock's not innovative. Well, they are. They don't need to redesign the pistol. That's what I think people are wanting from Glock. They want this whole new design. Well, think about it. They made this, the original 17 back in the 80s, and then 19 and all their other guns. Well, what have people done since Glock came out? They've copied Glock, and still today, like with the new CZ, the P10C or whatever it's called, and the Smith & Wesson MP 2.0C compact or whatever. All these guns, what are they still doing to this day? They're still trying to beat Glock. And what do? Oh, they throw some front slide serrations on, or they, whatever. And people bag on Glock for not being innovative. Well, they don't need to be. They've set the bar, and when they feel it's time, they release little tweaks here. They change the trigger. They change, no finger grooves. They change a little cutout and a different, coating on the slide, and that's just enough. And it's like Apple, at least it's not every year, but I'm sure MOS will come out this summer or something in front slide serrations, and I'll be like, oh, I don't need them, I don't want them, but hey, the standard gun's fine for me. But that just always gets me, like, people bag. I think they just want to bag on something to bag on it. Look at these two guns. A lot of change. Like, I don't have a Gen 4 to put in between the 3 and the 5, but they've made incremental changes that every step has made the gun better. People didn't want finger grooves. I wish they offered it, and it would be easy for them to do. I mean, because really this is just a Gen 4 frame. I mean, all I gotta do is notch that side out with the finger grooves, because like I said, I like them. But without the finger grooves, this grip feels a lot smaller. You have to get your hands on one. If you guys have shot them, you'll know. It's just without those finger grooves, coming out of the holster, it's just got a real nice draw. So, I always said I was a finger groove guy, and then I got a gun without finger grooves, and I really like that. Glock knows what they're doing. Small incremental changes. They don't need to reinvent the wheel, because here's the wheel right here. And since day one, everybody's been trying to copy it. And it's funny, still to this day, they're trying to copy it. and they just don't seem to get it right. There's always that person that wants to jump over and, oh, the new CZ's the best. Oh, the new, hey, those are all great guns. But I'll stick with the guys who invented the wheel. So, and some of you guys might think that's sacrilegious, you know, that the 1911. But that's another thing. Look at the 1911. Look how old that design is, and it still works. So that's all I got to say. I'm really enjoying this new Gen 5. I said I wasn't going to get it when it came out, and that was back in September or whatever. I shot it right the first week they came out. My range invited me out to shoot the new Gen 5s. I shot it. I love my Gen 3. I'm a Gen 3 guy. I still love this gun, but they serve the same, but they serve different purposes. So like I said, over the last week and a half, I really enjoyed shooting this and carrying it. I put 300, like I said, put 300 rounds through it before I carried it. It's Glock. I haven't had one single issue with it yet. Put another 350 rounds through it, and gonna put some more through this weekend. So let me know what you guys think about what's your favorite Glock or what's your favorite gun. Drop a, and I'm a Glock fanboy. I stick with what I like and what works for me. So I'm not going to apologize. I like Glocks. They work well for me. So go ahead and drop a comment below, like the video, share, subscribe. Really appreciate all the new subscribers we've gotten lately. So sorry the lack of content. Like I said, work was going to start up here pretty soon. We just started working this week, but since I got back from vacation 2 weeks ago, I've just kind of been not in a funk, but just didn't really wasn't into just a daily video. So I'm gonna get back to cranking out some more videos for you guys. So I'll talk to you guys later. Thanks a lot. Bye.